Hello everyone, myself Rohan Padle, student of SAS Institute of Management Studies, pursuing MBA in Operation Management. Today I am here to discuss a topic called store management, which comes under the subject called material management. Let me introduce what is store management. Store management is to receive material to protect them while in storage from damaging and authorized removal, to issue the material in the right quantity at the right time to the right place, and to provide these services promptly at least cost. There are certain objectives of stores, which are minimizing the cost of production through minimizing the cost of material. Next, maintaining the value of material. Next, service user department, establishing coordination with the other department, advising material management manager. Function of store management: receipt, storage, retrieval, issues, record, housekeeping, control, surplus management, verification, interactions and coordinations. These are the functions of the stores. Let's discuss one of them one by one. Under the receipt, any item of goods or material that enter in the organizations always enter through the store. Similarly, every item, unless specifically excluded, has to leave through the store. Store is the final accounts keeper of all materials. Material sent by any supplier after the security clearance comes to the store. Store checks the documents carried by the carrier, known as delivery challan, against the copy of purchase order placed on the supplier by the organization. Also, once the adequacy is established and quantity is verified, the materials is sent from for testing for quality parameter. Sometimes quality control test and elaborate and time consuming. If the policy of receipt is to unload the material subject to quality control acceptance, it's clear from the unloading. Unloading material is kept on the hold if it is not yet cleared by the quality control department. If the material is rejected, it is sent back to the supplier after clearance. Once the unloading material is approved by the quality control department as per the quality plan in the quality system, it is moved to the specified place in the store layout. The material is so stored that it becomes easy to retrieve and issue subsequently. Storage should also ensure protections against the deteriorations, damage and pilferage. Detailed system is adopted for locations and labeling of item while in store. Store plan is made to keep in mind nature of the product, physical and state, toxic, inflammable and the other hazard. Next, volume and the weight, heavy or light. Next one is movement frequently, fast moving, slow moving, and last one is point of use. Retrieval, easy and equal retrieval of items that are demanded by the internal customer. Easy identification, maximizing space utilization and minimize handling are key factor to retrieve functions. It also known knowledge in many of the companies that after hours of search for an item is declared to be out of stock. This causes holding of production process and avoidable urgent purchase of out of stock material. These functions take place as per the established retrieve system. Issues. Under issue, fulfilling customer demands for the item in minimum time, keep quality high and cost minimizes issue. An international customer does not pay the price, but he has fulfilled requirement of authorization for the demand. Duly fill authorized indent or requisition for the item is the key. Maintaining records of receipt and issue. Updating the stock level as per the movement of the material. Basic recording of store are bean card and stock register. Bean card is placed on the bean in which the item are stored. This gives information about the receipt and issue balance. Stock register give all the information in the bean card and also have the value. Housekeeping. Maintaining specific and span clearancy in the store, and ensuring the principle of place for everything and everything in its place is fully implemented. Good housekeeping ensure satisfactory work practices. Control, taking measure to ensure material planning is being adhered to. Any changes in consumption pattern or replenishment patterns are closely monitored for the corrective action. Material movement is watched to identify non-movement material for disposal. Effective control puts into effect management objective of non-storage and no existence. Surplus management, effective disposal system for unneeded material to reduce inventory cost and protective measurements to eliminate determination and obsolescence. Obsolete the items are goods in all respect but have no use role in company due change that have occurs in the course of item. Surplus management. Surplus management are items are those that have accumulated due to the faulty planning, forecasting, and purchasing. Hence, a user's value is associated with these them item. Scrap is waste generated due to the process like turning, boring, drilling, etc., and also due to bad manufacturing. It is said that the Indian nearly about 2,500 crores are tied up as obsolete, surplus, and scrap item. Verification. Stock verification is to eliminate gap between the information and the physical stock. In store, some items are maintained as stock items. This store triggered the procurement cycle for such items when a predetermined records levels are reached. Hence, correct stock positions through the verification is critical to ensure the no shortage and no excess for the item. Interaction and coordination. Very closely interaction between purchase, production, quality control, and engineering function is obviously a needs in the discharge of the function discussed so far. It also becomes necessary to coordinate the flow of material samples and the information through a network of department for performance of storage function. Besides, every management function being internal customer interacts is very important. Types of storage. There are two types of storage: central storage and decentralization storage. Centralization or decentralized storage is organization. Centralized stores concept is to store all item at a central place and control material movement from this central place. Whereas in decentralization concept is moving the material to the respective consumer function or directly to the point of user. This is the good example of a centralized store figure. Features of centralized store organization: effective supervision and control, issue at right point, reduce cost of issue, reduce personal requirements, efficient layout for storage, better handling technology, better inventory checks, maintenance of optimized store, elaborate documentation. Advantage of centralized storage: the varieties of goods can be supplied to all users from one small location. Less manpower will be required. Better control of material is possible. Material handling will be easy. Waste and deteriorations of material will be less. Disadvantages of centralization store: it may not be suitable for large manufacturing concern. More staff will be required for shifting and transportation of the material to the various production units. Record keeping is difficult. This is a good figure of decentralization store. Features of decentralization stores organization: reduced handling, customer friendly, fewer production stoppages, visual management is easier. Advantage of decentralization store: reduced material handling and associated costs, less chance of bottleneck and delay, convenient for every department to draw material, less transportation time. On the other hand, disadvantage of centralization store is coordination and control of all decentralized stores is challenge to management. Labor utilization may suffer due to the low storage activity level. Some other types of storage are also there. As per the types of material stored: raw material store, component store, work in progress store, finished goods store, semi-finished goods store, tool stores, die scribe, consumable material store. Also, storage is depend as per the nature of the material stored, like LPG stores, chemical stored, hazard material stored, refrigerated material stored. As per the function of the storage, receiving storage, centralized storage, general storage, and sub storage. Stores stores layout, physical arrangement of storage facility for efficient receipt, storage, and issue of material is called layout of the store. In a proportion arranged store, the material and the proportion maintained. It involves minimum of handling and optimization utilization of space. Factor affecting store's layout: type of stock, volume of the stock, available space of stock, and physical factor. Store system. There are two storage systems: closed door system and open door system. Under the closed door system, the store maintained is held under the locked and key. Entirely into the store is restricted, authorized person only. Physical movement of the material is only when the authorized documents only. Maximum security and tight control on movement are features of the system. Open source system. In this system, material is stored near point of use and there is a restrictions on consumption. Control passes on the operational department. Thank you. That's it from my side. Thank you very much.